Welcome home to USA Global TV and Radio, a place where dreams take flight, with authentic storytelling, diverse perspectives and meaningful conversations, where global stories unite and bridges are built beyond all borders. Discover world-class education, entertainment, hope and inspiration. Together, we're building bridges worldwide. Subscribe to our channel, USA Global TV. Download our app, USA Global TV. Be our guest or join our team. Visit usaglobaltv.com. Thanks to our founder and executive producer, Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Music score by Yeffy Tang from Cloud Road Music. Voiceover artist Mike Porter. Creative direction by Paul Garcia. USA Global TV and Radio. Your home for global connection. All rights reserved. This video and its contents are the exclusive property of USA Global TV and Radio. Unauthorized use, duplication or redistribution in any form is strictly prohibited.
Hello and a very warm welcome to USA Global TV and Radio. We are broadcasting live from the UK. And it is for the Film and Music Show. So a warm welcome to USA Global TV and Radio, YouTube viewers, our Instagram viewers, our Facebook viewers, our LinkedIn viewers, and all our new viewers as well. So for today's guest, drum roll, da, 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 we, the Film Music Show, are excited to have as our guest DJ Gavin Black. Now, DJ Gavin Black is known for doing his speciality of techno house, drum and bass. He's also appeared and DJ'd at many festivals. He's also DJ'd for London fashion houses such as Gucci, Louis Vuitton. He's done a lot of shows for mental health charity and for cancer, a recent one that he's done. And he's got a solid background of being in A&R management. So without further ado, Film and Music Show, we welcome DJ Gavin Black.
Hi Madeleine, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it. Thank you.
Hello DJ Gavin Black. How are you?
We got there in the end.
We got there in the end. The show always goes on. So Gavin, for our viewers that don't know of you, some people might. Can you let our viewers know in, let's say, in maybe 2 minutes of who you are, what you do, and just a quick rundown, and then we'll go on to a nice question time and things.
I promised I wouldn't say that for a start. I started in film and music when I was about 19. I got into concert and film production. Then I took on my first record label management job when I was 25 for Fleetwood Mac's management company, which was quite a big deal. Synced music to TV and ad campaigns, done some stuff for Simon Cowell, Psycho, Britain's Got Talent, X Factor, done the Singing in the Rain campaign for them at Volkswagen. That kind of went global. I think that was #1 in loads and loads of countries. I put music to TV and film, done concert and event production, my own events, club nights, big radio stations over here, like from underground house to techno to drum and bass to everything from classical. Done some really important charity events, DJ'd at Sample London in Oxford Street, brands included with Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, some other really, really big labels as well as independent ones. I've just finished my recording studio off. Got a couple of big film projects that are going to be happening, more music stuff, going to be in studio with some good producers. They're going to be coming to work for and with us. Well, yeah, it's started off really, really well this year. Excited. Going to be looking forward to putting some music to TV and fashion. Also writing my first film synopsises, which has been an amazing challenge, something I've absolutely loved. Hopefully more fashion stuff. Writing music, more DJing, more events, and generally, yeah, really excited and hungry about what's going on in this year. And more interviews happening, and lots of other cool stuff.
Fantastic! What an impressive accolade of work! Oh, that's impressive. And what we'll do, we'll dissect it and look at it. But for the moment, Gavin, as what I do with all our guests, I want you to hop into a time machine. I want you to go back, rewind to the point of where you first had the passion to pursue your music.
I walked into a nightclub when I was 5 years old in Clacton in Essex, and I heard the Pointer Sisters jump. I think it was 1984. And when I saw the lights and the lasers and the big speakers, I think that's when I knew what I was meant to do. I think that singular moment, if I was going to pinpoint something, it'd be that. Definitely. 100%. 100%.
And being 5 years old, can you recapture, what did you feel? How did it affect you?
Just the instant magic. So I still get butterflies whenever I play out or perform. I still get the same butterflies that I had at that moment. It was really, really special, and I'll always keep that feeling no matter where I am, where I'm playing, what concerts, what lineups. Like, hoping to be doing more concert work this year as well. Yeah, that's when I knew what I was meant to do. I think that was the first time I wanted to be a DJ, and I think that was definitely this seminal and singular moment that I'll always keep that moment with me. No matter how good I get, I'll always treasure that moment, and that'll always be the same feeling I get whenever I walk into a building, always, especially music related or film or television. That was the most important moment to me ever, and I'll retain that forever.
Gavin, that's absolutely incredibly special. I mean, to remember from 5 years old, I was kind of thinking maybe you say about 16 or 17, but 5 years old. Wow, you started young. That's incredible. So from 5 years old, where did you go where it was your first, let's say, your first gig? Doesn't have to be professional, but where someone may have given you
my school disco when I was 11. Because I started going record shopping when I was about 6 or 7, and every single record that was played at my school disco when I was like 10 or 11, all of them were my records. So that was another moment when I thought, yeah, I think I'm meant to be a DJ. That was definitely another moment as well, 100%. So yeah, definitely. And
from being from being the DJ, how did you find the funds? Because you have to invest to get is it a turntable? Can you explain to our viewers what equipment a DJ has to have, and when you bought your first, is it turntable?
I was lucky enough that a record shop called Swag Records saw a little bit of talent in me, and another promoter that I worked for called Dave String when I was 18. I was lucky enough to get given a mixer with a sampler on it and a pair of turntables by Paul Culver, who was one of the owners of Swag Records. Then when I was 20 or 21, I bought my first set of Technics SL1210s. Now it's a bit bigger in my life. There's a lot. I'm sitting in my studio now. You can't see all of it, but it's taken a long time to get where it is. So yeah, there's my electricity bill's a bit crazy at the moment, but yeah. There's CDJs that I use, Autophon Electro Needles. There's 3 Apple Macs in here. Bose & Wilkins studio monitors with a Logic Studio sub. What else have I got in there? Akai Sim. So I work in the same principle as Abbey Road Studios and Prince's Paisley Park Studios. I work with a company called Solid State Logic, or SSL. They're the interfaces that I use. Novation 49 launch key is for Ableton 12 and Logic 12, and for music to TV and film, we use something called Final Cut. All my Macs are M chips, which is or MacBook Pros, or a combination of both. I use Alpha Theta and Pioneer CDJs, which we've got here as well. I use something which is called an XDJZ. The Pioneer equipment's very, very expensive, so I use Rekordbox for storing and analyzing my music, which goes directly into all the Pioneer, or they're now called Alpha Theta. They've changed their name recently. A lot of it is out of reach of bedroom DJ, so it's taken me 30 years to get to where I am now, with a lot of help from friends, a lot of good homework, some very clever shopping, and being patient and making every penny count. It's hard for bedroom DJs to get out there with the cost of equipment at the moment. It is expensive unless you've got extremely rich parents. It's not that easy to get ahead with all the equipment and stuff. I'm still working on it. I've still got stuff to do. I want a TI Virus synthesizer. I want another Nord Clavier Electro synth, which are ridiculously expensive. Or I'd like a Neve desk. I'd like an SSL desk. It goes on and on.
I was going to say it goes on and on. In fact, an encyclopedia. I think the very thought of actually going to work these technical gadgets or technical equipment, you're quite a bit of your knowledge. It's extensive to understand that. I mean, it's incredible. Did you have to go to any education, DJ school or technical engineer school?
I got really, really lucky. I got offered 5 music places at some of the best music schools in the UK and internationally. Lockdown kind of wrecked all of the arts, the pandemic, everything from theatre to music to dance to drama. It made it near impossible with all the venues shutting down and stuff like that. So I shelved my degree. I'm the first person I know that left school at 14 to go directly from a BSc pass exam, entrance exam, to a master's. I got offered a master's place, which is pretty unheard of. Even to the point, you learn stuff along the way. If you're passionate and you love and adore something, like even my headphones are designed by me in a company called Custom Cans. So mine are very, very different from most of the other DJs that buy the stuff off boxes. Like the Akai Simps that I've got sitting next to me now, plus everything else, is kind of, you learn to teach your ears and to train your ears, and the passion and the patience. And I've done everything from even disgusting jobs like clean toilets at festivals to be on the same lineup as Massive Attack and Paloma Faith. You've got to do every single bit of the industry, learn every single bit of it. You've got to be tenacious, you've got to be hungry, and then it's self-taught. Then you just learn. All the new software I've got, I'm literally learning as we speak now. So I'm lucky that I've got some great producers and DJs, friends, record labels, A&Rs, TV and film companies. I'm working on a new company with a couple of very, very important ladies in film, music and media. That's going to be starting really, really soon. Finishing my first synopsis. I worked in TV and film. I just got lucky. Not necessarily lucky. I think I've earned it, and I think I worked for it, really.
Absolutely, Gavin. 30 years, that's incredible. How much you've put into this, invested, and your passion, the passion you've just evolved. So am I right in saying, or did I catch that you've actually designed your own headphones?
Yeah, I work with a company called Custom Cans. So they're based on something, it's a bit of a nerd moment. These are based on the Sennheiser HD 25 SB2 limited editions that are aluminium. My drivers in it are different. The cable's shorter. These are concert grade. They're used for studio monitoring as well as very big sound systems. These are not average, and just for a little bit of bling, coated in rose gold, which is probably a little. I was a little present to myself, I think. But yeah, they're the only pair I know in the world, as far as I know.
So innovator as well.
Well,
Gavin,
just more protecting my ears, Madeline, really.
Yeah.
And
yes,
there's different room treatments and different environments. Like there's a gentleman called Steve Slate who's developed a piece of software that basically treats your music for a theatre, a concert hall, the Royal Albert Hall, or a nightclub, or a massive concert festival, or dance music, or for classical, or for. So they all kind of work in conjunction. A big nod to Lee Roseman from Automation for that. He gave me that little trick last week. So I am a drink for that one, definitely. I only found out about that last week, so I'm quite chuffed. It's a new thing to learn. So I'm looking forward to that one.
Well, they always say you learn something new every day, and having a mentor
totally.
as well. Who would you say, Gavin, would you say, as you were growing up, was your mentor someone that you go, wow, I want to DJ like them, I want to be like them?
Barry Gordy from Motown Records, my favourite A&R. My favourite DJ is probably Adam Bayer in terms of an A&R. He signed his first record deal when he was 16. a very talented man, responsible for a lot of dance music that's been produced in the world. Favorite A&Rs, probably my nemesis, Mr. Simon Cowell, Pete Tong, utmost respect for him as well. Dave Angel, technically, as a DJ, Bushwhacker, 100% the best DJ on the planet, technically. If you want a DJ lesson, go near Bushwhacker. He's incredible to watch. Who else? Oh, it's a massive list, including clubs like Turn Mills, The End, Mr. C. Like, I sat down and tried to write it all down today, and there's about 12 pages of it. So there literally is. I've driven my business partner Melissa absolutely crazy today. Like, there was pieces of paper all over the floor. Yeah, it's been quite funny. I think I've got it down to about a list of about 100 people and about 3 studios at the moment. I've got to say thank you to Samantha Rosenthal from Abbey Road Studios and her friend Marianne, she's lead violinist at Pete Tong's orchestral tour at the moment. So she's very clever. I met her at Christmas at Abbey Road. That was crazy, walking through the door at Abbey Road. Never going to forget that one. That was amazing.
And recording at Abbey Road, that's the famous studio for the Beatles?
Yeah, it's where the Beatles done their album. We're working on a project at the moment. The first picture is good. It's got to be better. If I'm being perfectly honest with myself, I do critique my own work. But we are looking at stuff at the moment. I can't really, due to non-disclosures and stuff like that, there's a lot going on around us, like not just me and my friends, yourself included, Melissa. Our work rate sort of blew up over the last 2 weeks. So yeah, hopefully, I'd love to be able to talk about it, but we're under non-disclosure agreements. So, but yeah, I've got a 2-week deadline, then I've got May the 1st deadline, then I've got. No one tells you about when you get into music, TV or fashion, you get deadlines and you have to get up and have coffee, and no parties, no late nights, and you spend all your time sitting in your pajamas in the studio listening to music or film.
Actually, you know what? I thought it'd be quite the opposite, actually, Gavin, because the fact that you've been having lots and lots of late nights, doing a lot of DJ nights in the club, would you consider that a DJ life a healthy life?
I think I've got my head around it now. I do sleep, I do eat. Melissa makes me drink water all the time. I've sorted out my diet. It is possible to have a healthy life, a family or a girlfriend, and still work on projects, but be able to split your time to go, look, now's the time to stop. I need brain reset. You can't sit in front of computers using eye drops and whatever else. You have to give yourself breathing space and a break. Like a lot of us, we're all sort of night owls, but you have to take a little bit of time out and stop. Yeah, otherwise you just burn out. Like, and I've seen, sadly, there's a lot of DJs that aren't with us now that were working too hard, burning the candle at both ends, going to the gym for 6 hours a day, then DJing, then writing, then doing film stuff, then interviews, then way too much. And sadly, they're not with us. So I'm kind of learning from that, I think, as well. I think it's what you've got to have. Now I finally understand what it is to do in the music industry to try and get it right. I think it's taken a lot of maturity, because I went to a lot of parties. I went to loads and loads of parties, and I think, I love dancing just as much as I love DJing. But you do have to have a balance, like where fresh air, you can't just sit in a studio with 300 computers on burning your eyes out. Like, you have to balance. You have to, it takes a lot of DJing and music and film and TV and fashion. It's all about learning the industry as well as getting involved in it. There's no guidebook that comes to it.
It sounds almost a different world, complete different world, but at the same time, healthy boundaries as well.
Yeah, 100%.
So it's been a process you've been through.
Yeah, there was a famous energy drink that I worked for at Peckham Gala, and once upon a time I was a stockbroker, and so I've done, my life's been quite crazy, but I stopped drinking that. I'm trying to get my coffee consumption down at the moment as well. Dairy, there's no dairy. Well, I had a bit of a dairy relapse yesterday. But yeah, you can achieve. I think you can achieve a balance.
Yeah.
And don't annoy your neighbours is the secret to dance music. I think don't play loud music, and at least go and say hello. And let them know. Let them know if you got a few mates coming round for a mix. That's the secret. Yeah. Happy neighbours, happy music career. I think.
Well, on that note, happy neighbours, happy music. We're going to go for a commercial break, but then we'll be back just after.
Okay, thanks a lot, Madeleine. Thank you.
Okay.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents Steve Klein Art at steveklein.art.
My name is Steve Klein, born Manchester, England, 1953. My quest in my lifetime is to create artwork from my soul and the deepness within my wildest dreams and fantasies. In 2012, my heart stopped when I was given too much anesthetic for a minor knee operation, and this near-death experience took me to another multi-dimensional world, an out-of-body experience, and I was given the gift of being blessed by an overwhelming, burning passion to become, for the very first time in my life, an artist with an eternal, passionate desire to bring my art, which I've named multi-dimensional, subliminal, freeform art, to the world, as only 3% recover from what I experienced. And now in my golden years want to release my cosmic, vital energy through my art to allow people to be a part of my cosmic dance.
To learn more, email roccogoodwine@gmail.com. For VIP pricing, mention USA Global TV and Radio.
What if one simple skill could change the way you connect with the world? What if listening could open doors to deeper relationships, stronger businesses, and a better you? Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the Listening Mentor, brings you USA Global TV and Radio, a space where voices are heard, ideas are shared, and global communities thrive. Through the elevated listeners' courses and books, you'll master the power of listening, set boundaries with confidence, and transform conversations into opportunities. Join us. Listen, learn, elevate. Whether you're a leader, a coach, a business owner, or someone seeking stronger connections, your journey starts today. Subscribe, learn, and transform today.
Hello and welcome back to the Film and Music Show, where today's guest we have DJ Gavin Black. And he's coming through.
Hi, can you hear me? Yeah, we are okay.
Yes, absolutely. What I was going to ask you, Gavin, is because our channel is about hope and education and about forwarding the learning and the knowledge, for anyone that's wanting to pursue a career as a DJ, maybe a young kid, I don't know, 17, 18, can you give some advice of how they can go about it to become a DJ?
Be ambitious, get hungry, go to lots of record shops, loads and loads and loads of record shops. Get out and hear different types of music, whether it's classical, jazz, funk, broken beat, hip hop, scratch, techno, tech house, minimal. Go to other countries and hear other music. There's lots of DJs. You've got Berlin, you've got Croatia, I played in Prague. Shouts out to DJ Souza for that one. That was amazing. There's some great music scenes. Paris, you got Is Really Alive, Sweden, Ibiza, obviously, Goa, Thailand, New York, Chicago. Costa Rica's really thriving and alive at the moment. There's so many places all over the world. There's so much music. Listen to everything possible. That's what I think. And then buy a pair of decks and then don't annoy your neighbours. That's the only thing.
There's been some DJ schools. How do you feel about DJ schools? Do you think that it's something that could be learned in an educational workshop? class, or do you feel it's more of a personal journey?
I think both. I think both have their places. I went to Point Blank for a bit, which is a great music school. A lot of big DJs went there and learned extra skills. There's new software developments every day. There's new pieces of equipment. Because kids don't have that, there's a lot of money. Like the average deck setup in a major nightclub is nearly £15,000. So music schools like Point Blank, London College of Creative Media, where they've got access to studios like that, 100% they're a good thing. 100%. I mean, the British government have finally kind of given in and said, look, the arts, whether it's theatre, drama, dance, singing, there is a space where the creative arts have finally been embraced by the British government, because kids haven't got that access to that money. You've got single parent families that haven't got access to that money, all those facilities. So 100%. Places like London College of Music offer 6 years degrees. They're letting DJs in there now. I was going to get shortlisted. It's a 7-year degree. So places are accepting DJs as musicians now, because we are in our own right. I think, me personally, we play the music that's produced and written by everyone, so we should be looked upon artists. And yes, I do think music schools are a very, very good thing, 100%. And that goes for dance and the arts in general, whether it be painting, art, film, fashion, all of them. 100% they're relevant, 100%, especially in Britain at the time of a very bad economic downturn, where small venues are closing. Like even the big ones have suffered recently in terms of gate receipts and stuff like that. So yeah, I do think they are relevant. 100%.
Fantastic answer. That was a phenomenal answer, actually. Have you ever thought about being an ambassador for young people to go into DJ school?
London College of Creative Media said that I should teach, but that's something I've got. We'll get that there another day. Let me get better as a DJ, and then we'll discuss that at a later date. But yeah, my mates have suggested it to me, yes. But
there's certainly a lot of scope there, definitely. So, Gavin, I would like to go back on your career. You've A&R'd management. So can you explain to our viewers, what is A&R management?
Right. A&R stands for Artists and Repertoire. Basically, we're the ones that run the labels, that sit at the top of the tree. Apart from, you've got CEOs, which are chairmen. They're the ones with the pens and the checkbooks. But people like me will go through music that will be sent, like for argument's sake, the Singing in the Rain campaign idea that I did. I was asked to shortlist 10 worldwide sets of DJs, whittle it down to a handful that were relevant to the project. Then it was picked up by Volkswagen, it was then picked up by Sony Music, then it was picked up by X Factor, and then it was picked up by Britain's Got Talent. So it was me that shortlisted that project. So I'll be sent remixes, pieces of music from various artists, and then on a freelance basis, film, TV, and music companies will say, Gav, can you have a listen to this? What do you think? Here's the brief, here's the synopsis. Like, I've done stuff for Channel 4 and Line Pictures as well. I'm into a TV program called Hollyoaks, so I was really, really pleased I managed to put some music to that. We do what's called sync and score, not sync button as in cheating on turntables. Synchronization, which basically means we're the ones that will watch a film and then we'll put the music to it. That goes from TV and film, and then I'll license tracks to individual compilations like, say, Spotify, house or techno. In fact, I'm just using Apple and Spotify as an example. I've not worked with them, but I have worked with Ministry of Sound, Sony, Line Pictures, Channel 4. I haven't got my CV in front of me, but yeah, I think I had 16 top 20s in my first 12 weeks as an A&R, so which is pretty unheard of, and I was 25 when I did that. So there was a lot of music that I managed to put out there for people, and a lot of artists, like young ones especially, and just get it out there. So that's what I do. Basically, I'm the one that there's that piece of music, that goes there, or that goes there, or that goes there, or that goes there, in layman's terms.
And how do you feel when you're looking for music to sync? Do you go by the storyboard, or do you go by, for example, if they give you footage of the film,
It works
and
in
you
it
put the
works in
music.
different ways. There's like each production company or film house or label will all have their own sets of ways that they move within their music or within their portals, whether it's hard copy, whether it's on vinyl. Like for example, I'm looking at Dua Lipa's new album. It's incredible. The packaging, the artwork, everything. She's signed to Warner. So Warner's methods are going to be different from Sony or from Polydor or from even the independent labels like Drumcode, Adam Bayer's label, or Defected, Simon, the Dunmore Brothers label. Everyone will have a different set of ideas. So some will say, here's a film, or here's a brief, here's an advert we're working on, here's an album that we've got. Like there's multiple options. So each individual or like fashion shows is a really good example. You just either look at a collection or you won't, and then you play it by ear straight away. Fashion shows are really, really challenging. I've done quite a lot of stuff within fashion, and each house has got their own rules. And that I think doing the fashion stuff is really, really challenging, but good as well, because it opens up your musical knowledge. Like I can listen to everything from the Ronettes to current house and techno, and I'll think I know where. Well, I hope to think I know where I'm putting it. But that's basically what I do. And music programming for DJs at events. Well, I've been running my own events since I was 19. So for club nights, we've done our installations. We're working on another one at the moment. That's gonna either be later on in the year or next year, because there's a lot going on around me at the moment. So my main priorities at the moment are music to TV and film. I'm writing a couple of film treatments at the moment. So along with doing the score, which will be putting the music to them. So I'll be writing them, the music, and like my little brain will be kind of. I've got a couple of really, really special ladies that I'm working with at the moment that are kind of putting up with me. So yeah, I've got one sitting next to me and I'm talking to the other one. So yeah, great to drop that in there, Maddie.
Oh my gosh, Gavin, I'm amazed, absolutely amazed at the background and the knowledge and your DJ playlist. Your playlist must be so so massive in the way that all different styles.
Music, I'm into there's a classical quartet I'm really into at the moment. They're called the Arturia Quartet, and they sound like they are amazing, and they are a classical trained quartet. I heard them. I've kind of stumbled across a couple of them recently. Their music's amazing. There's a Ukrainian DJ called Korolova, big fan of her at the moment. Adam Bayer, massive fan. Carl Craig, Jeff Mills, everything from techno to house to like vocals to Motown to classical to broken beat to disco. Played with Studio 54 legend Lenny Fontana a couple of years ago. All I had to say, I just went up to him and said, I was playing in the main room as well, so I was really nervous anyway. And I just said to him, I said, you've got Madonna and Debbie Harry's phone number in your phone book, haven't you? And he just looked at me and didn't say anything. So that was quite mind-blowing. And Studio 54 has been on my wish list for a long time. So new disco, I've got Bjork in front of me. What else have I got? Tony Bennett, Trevor Horn's Productions, Lisa Stansfield, Nat King Cole.
That's a really impressive, all different styles and genres. Yeah. Now, as we're coming to the end of the program, Gavin, I would like you to share with our audience how they can contact you and why you would like them to contact you for.
For a start, you can get hold of me via my email, djgavinblack@gmail.com. We're currently in the process of an entire multimedia company launch, which is going to be really busy. We've got a 2-week film deadline that we're working on at the moment. So it'll either be me or Melissa. You can get me on Facebook as Gavin Black. You'll find me. There's a black and white of me, I think, or I'm playing it on Black Heath with Massive Attack, I think. But you'll find me via there. My new Mixcloud, my SoundCloud is going to be up soon as well, so that's more work. And hopefully we will have some film and music content out there in the ether and in the world by the end of the year. And then I've got a studio deadline May the 1st, so hopefully, yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's
here we are. Our producers just brought it up. Gavin Black. Wow, that's a beautiful photo with you spinning the turntables and that. It's
Yeah, I
And that's a
designed that.
really good impressive. Did you?
The sound system was done in conjunction with a sound system company called Martin Audio London, who designed Fabric and the Ministry of Sound. I got asked for my opinion on it, and that was playing for Chris Holland's brother, Jules Holland. Jules Holland's brother, Chris Holland. Sorry, Jules. Sorry, Chris. And yeah, it's a sound system that had never been used. It was in conjunction with a company called Allen and Heath as well, and Pioneer. Yeah, that was loud. Yeah, I'm the only DJ that's ever played 6 DJ sets on Blackie Festival. So I'll take that one away as well. Yeah, that was fun.
That's DJ Gavin Black, DJ Gavin, Gavin, BLACK at gmail.com.
Yeah, that's right.
Fabulous. And before we leave, Gavin, we were wondering if you can let us know where you will be DJing in the future. In the near future, are you DJing in the near future?
Yeah,
you've got some parties.
Massive shouts to John Duckett at the A-List. Got to say thank you to the boss. I play pretty much every boat party on the River Thames from April till New Year's Eve. So I've got a load of them coming up. So every Saturday I'm on the Thames. I've got to say thank you to him. I played opposite the London Eye on New Year's Eve. Thanks a lot. I've just been having a checklist of where else we got coming up. Going to be in talks with Q again in Shoreditch, one of my favourite clubs. Massive shouts to Beth and Rennie. Also, shouts out to Joe Thompson as well. Hopefully we're going to be working together. There's loads. Marianne, Pete Tong's violinist. Yeah, there's loads coming on. Loads. Sorry, I'm just being handy bits of paper now. But yeah, we're going to be, by Melissa, my business partner. There's another venue going to be looking at. Again, it's still early in the year. So lots of stuff going on that I can't talk about.
And one more question, Gavin.
Yeah, sure.
Are there any countries that you're planning to DJ in? Any other countries this year? We've only just begun the year in a way, so.
Got to stop saying no. I can get told off for that. I'd like to do Croatia, Malta, New York, France, Sweden, go to Thailand. Anywhere else? Ireland, because I'm half Irish. Like to go and do that in Dublin. That'd be fun. Yeah, loads of ideas.
Producer, have you got any plans to go to New York?
Yeah, I'd like to go and play at Studio 54 in New York. I'd love to go and play there. That's a bit of a dream because the club's still open.
Let's put that dream out there.
Yeah, that's the one I want. The one I want is Studio 54 in New York. I'd like to play Fabric and Ministry would be great as well. They're the 3 that I want. They're the 3. Fabric and Ministry in London. Yeah, that'd be cool. I'd like to do them too. And Studio 54 in New York. They're my dreams.
Fantastic. Gavin, you've been an absolutely fantastic guest. And your knowledge, it's like you've got an encyclopedia. You can recite an encyclopedia of your background of work. It's super impressive.
My mates say I can do that.
Yeah.
My mates say I can do that. It's not just me. It's about there's a lot of music around, and I don't think there's so much talent out there that doesn't get the recognition for it was. So if I can support that art form and put it out there and give kids that were exactly like me, that came from a council estate, a little bit of ambition to get their music out there, then cool. Then I've achieved something and my purpose on this planet. It's not about DJing. It's not about all the other bits and pieces. It's that little bit of hope. And also epilepsy is quite close to my heart as well. And it's something hopefully we're going to be working on something called a daylight disco, which is where people with epilepsy that are allergic and photosensitive to flashing lights can go and see theatre, film and fashion shows as well. So that's something that I'm going to be working on this year as well. So there's a lot of stuff we've got going on. I've got to say thank you to Fiona and Joe Thompson for they're like my big brother and sister. I'll say thank you to the 10,000 people when I get my first trophy.
well, thank you, Gavin, for being a guest.
Madeleine.
And also, we are going to be welcoming you back on the 27th of March, so that we can further. 2. Exactly, we can talk more on this about this light disco, and we can talk about maybe really by important. Then. we might be able to talk a little bit more about your film writing, your screenplay writing.
Yeah, I'm
well.
looking forward to that as well. That's
Yeah.
something I'm really passionate about. I'm really looking forward to that.
Well,
We've got some good. It's been amazing.
Enjoyed you.
Thank you. Yeah, we've got some good filming. We've got some good film writing done recently. It's been amazing. It's nice. It's really nice being given that creative freedom as well. So.
That's what it is all about. Well, thank you, DJ Gavin Black, and we will see you on the 27th of March.
Thanks a lot, Madeleine. You take care. Thank you.
Okay, bye. Bye. And there we have it, everyone. The wonderful DJ Gavin Black with an extensive accolade of work. His passion just goes beyond. He's an innovator as well. So I want to say thank you to our producer today, the wonderful Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. She is the CEO. She has stepped in for today, and it's so good how we all work together. I want to say thank you to USA Global TV Radio, YouTube as well. And most of all, I'd like to say thank you to our sponsor, Audi K Barrier, international songwriter and debut actor as well as an artist, a sketch artist. My name is Dr. Madeleine Chan, and we will join you next week, next Thursday at 7 p.m. Until then, enjoy your films, enjoy your music, and keep dancing with life. Bye.
We face daily cyber risks, spending over 7 hours of screen time, including 4.5 hours on mobile phones. This convenience comes with significant dangers, with cybercrime costs predicted to exceed $10.5 trillion by 2025. In 2023 alone, seniors lost over $3.4 billion to cybercrime. Our goal is to make social engineering concepts of cybersecurity easier to understand. We work with business teams, senior living facilities, investment companies, and educational institutions, both individually and in groups. We offer real-life examples to help you recognize and prevent attacks, with sessions available both in person, in selected regions, and remotely. Schedule your training session, or to learn more, contact us today. Call us at 847-845-9360. Email us at info@cybersecurityeasy.com. Protect your team and family with cybersecurityeasy.com.
USA Global TV and Radio proudly presents our partner and sponsor, Mr. Philip Sykes and the British School of Excellence. Building confidence, changing lives. And now, proudly presenting the Polished Professional.
On a transformative journey with the British School of Excellence's comprehensive suite of masterclasses, crafted to elevate your professional and personal life. 8 outstanding modules will elevate you to the next level. Module 1, Exploring Life's Purpose, delves into the depths of self-discovery, guiding you to chart your unique path to fulfillment and success. Module 2, Mastering Professional Presence and Confidence. This masterclass is a deep dive into the art of self-assurance and commanding presence, which is essential for standing out in today's competitive landscape. Module 3, Learn the secrets of visual impact, how to curate a personal style that amplifies your professional brand. Module 4, Mastering Professional Etiquette and Communication Excellence, navigating the nuances of corporate interaction with grace and tact. Module 5, Elegance in Eloquence. We impart powerful techniques to captivate and persuade any audience with your oratory skills. Module 6, Unlock the potential of your emotional intelligence, EQ, and harness the ability to connect, empathize, and lead with emotional savvy. Module 7, Mastering DISC, building a gateway to understanding behavioral styles, fostering better personal and professional relationships. Module 8, Mastery in Dining Etiquette, building your confidence to perfect the subtleties of dining with finesse, enhancing your social savviness at any table. Step into the Polished Professional program where poise, elegance, and excellence aren't just taught, they're instilled for life. Join us to redefine your potential and polish your professional edge.
To learn more, go to thebritishschoolofexcellence.com. The British School of Excellence are investors in people. Let us invest in you. 5 little-known secrets for dementia caregivers with Tracy Cram-Perkins.
Hi there, I am Tracy Cram-Perkins, the host of the Dementia Home Care Show here on USA Global TV and Radio. I am also the author of the book of the same name. And you'll see this QR code. This is for an extended version of the same talk. So if you want to see the full hour-long version, feel free to scan the code and go to that website. Stick with me. We'll talk about 5 little-known secrets to make it a little easier to do dementia caregiving. What you're seeing on the left-hand side is a healthy aged brain, age 55 and above. The one you're seeing on the right is an Alzheimer's disease brain. It is in moderate disease. It is shrinking. It has holes in it. The memories that were in those holes no longer exist. When you're learning something, let's say in kindergarten, you learn how to tie your shoelace. Well, then by the time you're in 2nd grade, your brain remembers that information from tying the shoelace and applies it so you can learn more quickly how to tie more complex knots. So the brain is hardwired to do this for us, so it helps us learn faster so it doesn't take as long to acquire knowledge. The brain is looking for the information and they pick the closest to wherever that hole is. Let's look at some tips that we can use to help do that. These are 5 simple tools you can use as a dementia caregiver to help your loved one. The whiteboard is a useful tool in recording the day's activities and the answers to repetitive questions. The calendar clock is a very useful tool to orient your loved one on the day, the date, and the time, and remind them of upcoming appointments. The communication cards are a great tool to bridge the gap when they can no longer tell you what's wrong. And then there's the pill minder, for when your loved one is still able to take pills but needs prompting. The final tool I want to share with you is the memory book. It tells your loved one's story. It's a great tool for distraction, redirection, also as a conversation starter, and telling you where they are in their story so you know how to answer their questions. Music is probably the most powerful tool in your toolbox after laughter. Music is a way to maintain connection. It sticks with your brain longer than any other thing, including reading. When you're having an issue with somebody, you can play their favorite music if you move them to another room, something that makes them happy, or you can start singing songs together from their childhood. These are some of my favorite books for caregivers. My show airs on the 3rd Tuesday of every month, and you can view past episodes on YouTube. Thank you, everyone.
This program has been brought to you in part by Tracy Cram-Perkins. Connect with her and order her book at tracycramperkins.com. For more information about Alzheimer's disease, support resources, and how you can help, contact the Alzheimer's Association at 1-800-272-3900 or visit their website at www.alz.org. They offer 24/7 helpline support and a wealth of information to assist you and your loved ones.
Have you ever felt unheard? Like your words float into a void, leaving you invisible and disconnected? How about feeling judged, when assumptions overshadow your truth, leaving you misunderstood and defensive? And then there's that moment when someone offers solutions you never asked for, dismissing your feelings and leaving you more frustrated than before. It doesn't have to be this way. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck, the listening mentor, understands. She's here to help you reclaim your voice, build stronger connections, and create meaningful conversations that inspire understanding and mutual respect. Through her groundbreaking books, online and in-person courses, and interactive workshops, you'll learn how to navigate life's most challenging interactions. Discover the power of elevated listening and transform how you communicate. Master setting boundaries and asking permission to protect your peace. Learn to recognize and release judgment, fostering empathy and true connection. Dr. Kerbeck also offers personalised coaching, one-on-one or group sessions designed to fit your unique needs. Whether in person or virtually on StreamYard, her guidance will empower you to thrive. You don't have to struggle alone. The path to deeper connections and better relationships start here. Visit drjacqueline.com or usaglobaltv.com. Join a global community of empowered listeners and transform your life, one meaningful conversation at a time. Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck is the listening mentor. Start your journey today. Thank you, viewers and listeners of USA Global TV and Radio, for joining us today. We're honoured to have your time and attention as part of our global community. At USA Global TV and Radio, we believe in the power of authentic conversations, meaningful connections, and creating a world of possibilities together. Want to be part of something bigger? Join our team of elevated listeners at usaglobaltv.com, a space where your voice matters and your ability to listen transforms relationships. Stay connected with us across all our platforms for thought-provoking discussions, expert insights, and empowering stories. Subscribe to our channels at youtube.com/c/USAGlobalTV. Follow us on social media and explore the endless opportunities we're creating for growth, learning, and inspiration. Together, we're not just broadcasting, we're building bridges and changing lives one conversation at a time. For inquiries, contact us at info@usaglobaltv.com. Music by Johnny Dies. Produced by Executive Producer and Director Dr. Jacqueline Kerbeck. Voiceover by Mike Porter. Creative Direction by Paul Garcia. All rights reserved. Copyright 2025. Visit usaglobaltv.com to view our full terms and conditions.